Ladies and gents, welcome back to Apex Investor. So we had an emergency broadcast last night regarding the situation in Tokyo with the Nikkei dropping at least 10%. And we can see the Dow Jones actually dropped over 1,000 points in one day. I think that's the first time that's ever happened in the history of the Dow Jones. So yes, we do indeed have, if not the Black Monday I was expecting, we at least have, at the very least, like the tip of the iceberg sort of moment where, yeah, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it would be in one day, but I think that's just a sneak preview of the recession to come, of the Great Depression to come. I'm significantly down, about $600 here, just in total, but today about 3%. So let's look at Bitcoin. First of all, Bitcoin dropped to below 70,000 Canadian dollars. I prefer covering it in Canadian. Again, US doesn't make much sense to me because the all-time high for Bitcoin in Canadian currency was around 96,000 or 99 to be more exact. So just under 100K. So that makes a lot more sense to me. It's a much easier barometer for success. We look at the last 24 hours, 48 hours, we can see it definitely was under 70, 68,000, and bounced right back up. So that is solid support. That is solid support. And I think you can expect the same thing. When we look at MicroStrategy, which dipped to around, I think it was at 1,100, if not less than that. So the day's range 1027, so almost $1,000 right at the opening of the trading session. So that would have been a great pickup. Unfortunately, we can't see the 1,000 because that was during the pre-market hours. So MicroStrategy, again, a little risky just because I'm not waiting to trade Bitcoin or MicroStrategy on a daily, short-term investment. Looking to do this long-term investment, waiting for the inevitable dip to 50,000 and below. Preferably 40,000, preferably even 20,000, but I don't realistically I don't see it going down to 20,000. But that is pending a stock market crash. All right, let's look at the next ones here. This didn't drop as much as I thought it would. Serve Robotics, actually, it dropped at the beginning and then it rallied. QuantumScape actually rallied today. I'm up on QuantumScape. So basically this video is just to say how did I do today. But I also want to identify any possible good buys, good purchases in the stock market. Again, we have the ambiance from that is trying to give us a Blade Runner / cyberpunk feel. Lucid was actually down this morning, but it rallied a little bit as well. BlackBerry is just seeing lower lows, but that's going to take some time. BlackBerry. I didn't really see any good opportunities today besides Chevron, but this one might be a good opportunity. I'm waiting for $22, $23 for DJT. Beyond Meat staying relatively stable, just down 5% today. That's a great price if you want to get into Beyond Meat. Novio down 5%. Tupperware was almost at $1 today. And Nvidia sunk below $100 at the start of the trading session. So Nvidia and Broadcom, they're still, I'm still bullish on them, but it's going to take a while for them to recover from this recent speed bump. Let's see what else moved. Nintendo's actually up a little bit, considering what happened with the Nikkei the other day. So I think what I will do is I will look at the Nikkei and see how that's doing, just to follow up. Sun Power didn't really drop too much today. I thought it would go to 50 cents. Doesn't look like it's going back to that anytime soon, pending a market crash. Amazon, Google are both down. A lot of the tech companies are down today. So out of all these buying opportunities in my list, the ones I can strongly recommend at this juncture is, I'm going to say, that's not ready yet. We're waiting for a stock that's ready to be bought. And it looks like so far that is looking like Papa John's. That's a good price. This one is not ready yet. So Papa John's is one. If you haven't bought into Nvidia, it's a great time to buy it right now. It's at the stock split prices. Tupperware, it's getting close, not quite. Beyond Meat. So Beyond Meat and Papa John's and Grocery Outlet are looking really good. Grocery Outlet is probably getting to $40 in the next, I'm going to say next 5 years. It's a long time from now, but because they are in the food industry business, specifically the grocery stores, and they're one of the only grocery stores I actually shop at because of the inflation and everything, the increased cost of living, cost of food. Actually, this is a good buy. Lee Auto is a good buy at $18. And QuantumScape is still a good buy, even at that price. I would personally pick it up at $5 or less. That's what I did. Again, your entry point will make or break you. That's what I've been saying on this channel for years now. And I'm certainly happy that I bought at that price. I'm not so happy about it this price. Wish I bought that at $7 or $5. But this is a stock that has a price target, Serve Robotics that is, has a price target of $40, probably getting to 20. It already hit 20, but I think it gets right back up there pretty easily. And then this one, MicroStrategy at $1,000. Okay, let's look at the Nikkei and then take a look at the tabs. Actually, I should probably look at the news before I hit... but before I look at the Nikkei, let's look at the news report, see what are the biggest headlines. I don't see any headlines, which is odd. Normally I'd see a lot of headlines. So there are no headlines. So we'll just look at the Nikkei 225. Serve Robotics, right? So if I remember correctly, this stock was, it opened at $10 and then closed at 13. It went up to 15. And the 52-week range, $1 to $30. I don't remember it being as high as 30, but that's the last 52 weeks. So it has been as high as $30. I think it's going right back up to 30. 30 seems to be the resistance. Recently, it's been 20 as resistance, but I think you can count on this. Right, it opened, entered the market at 23, and then went down to $2. So that is a... Yeah, just pick this up whenever you can, even now. But honestly, I would pick it up at a more intelligent price, a more strategic pricing of $7, $8, around there. I think it's going to head right back down there, but it may not get there if it keeps rising up and it's getting a lot of support from retail. Look at the volume, 16 million. That's above the average. Okay, we're gonna go look at Nvidia. Let's see how that did today. It was below. It was at $90 today, as I predicted. It would be below 100 today, but then rallied as high as 103. You can see in the last month, seen some fluctuations, but Nvidia is one of the most bullish stocks, and their industry is not going anywhere anytime soon in terms of disappearing off the face of the earth. It's going to be with us probably until forever. AI, that is. So yeah, count on that getting right back up to probably 150, maybe even 200 in the next 5 years. There's no stopping the stock. It's just a little bump in the road. Look at the last year. Look at the last 5 years. There you go. That's proof enough, I think. In terms of news, yeah, they're working with Google. They're working with Apple. They're working with the biggest companies on the planet Earth. And that's not going away. The world is permanently changed, forever changed because of AI, and that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Li Auto, today we're trading between 18 to 19. The 52-week range is 17 to 46. I think you can count on this getting right back to 46. Looking at the last 5 years, we tend to look at this graph so often I practically memorized that it has hit $40 at least 3 times, 4 times, 5 times in the last 5 years. So that's support, $14. And this is a really good buy. Okay, EV deliveries show improvement. So they're one of the top EV companies in China. I'm just talking a little bit louder because the ambience is, I feel like I'm fighting with the ambience right now. So let's close this video looking at the Nikkei just to follow up on what had happened the other day. Hey, it's up 8%, so that might be, that's a good sign. We're seeing a bit of a reversal. It looks like a correction that took place. Might be the tip of the iceberg. Maybe it's not. But whatever happened, it went from 34,000 all the way down to 31,000, and then back up to 34,000. But because the world is so volatile, and impending World War III, perhaps there's a lot of war going on in the Ukraine and the Middle East and so on. So it makes not only the world volatile, but even the stock market volatile. So that's all for this video. I just wanted to see what was what happened at the end of the trading day. I was kind of debating whether I should do a live stream or at least a video when the market was open. But now that the market has been closed for many hours, it's a lot easier to just do a video and not have to panic sell or panic buy. That would just create more FOMO, and so it's good to just see how things are panning out. It's going to be interesting months ahead leading up to the election and then after the election. But thank you for checking in with this channel, and until next time, we'll see you in the next one. God bless you all, and God bless your investments.